Welcome back, everyone, to another Saturday evening live stream. Thank you for calling. Please hold. Every call is important to us. It should be. Pilot, we should put that music in the what do you call it? The help channels. Yeah. All
Thank you for
right.
calling the Boomer subscription service.
Lurch is tripping over his own tongue today. Let's see who's here early. Of course, Lurch is first in the room. Let's see. Nicholas, Triple XN, and his alter ego, Norwegian trucker Nicholas, who then proceeded to carry on a conversation with themselves. Rick Rashid, Lobo 1G. Howdy, Boomer Chat. Oh, my. Let's see. I got to get past all of the Nicholas and Norwegian trucker Nicholas things here. Let's see here. Rick, what are those? Maple Leafs? Hogwash with a cup of tea and a few biscuits. Made me hungry. Pilot Bros here. Nightbot is here. Watch your P's and Q's. Turn off that caps lock key and don't spit out too many emojis or Nightbot will get you. Susan Arthur is here. Yeah, Susan, congratulations on completing the challenge. I think you're the 5th person to complete it. Here, Keith Cersei is here. Number 43 in the queue. Yeah. Matthew Roth is here. Phantom 6767 is here, so we can get started. Welcome back. Let me do some shout outs here for flatbedders first. Knee High Sniper, our top ATS driver for August. Dusty, aka Dirty Dog 3436, our top ATS driver for last January. Isabella Hagloff, I got Lurch's tongue now. Pilot Bro 39, Rob Strecker, aka Lurch, Bill Welburn.
Ew.
Yeah, I know. That's what I thought of as soon as it came out of my mouth. Bedrock, our top ATS driver for last February. Hope he's feeling better. Nicholas Triple XN, Susan Arthur, our top ETS2 driver for May of last year. XLT 588 Gaming. Untamed Eagle is here, as is Country Bumpkin Simulation. Willie's here. Let's see. Silent Dilemma, Norwegian trucker Nicholas. Big Al 2424, our top ATS driver for December. Johnny Hansen, Tasmified, Picard Gaming. Lobo 1G, our top ETS2 driver for July. Hugwash, our top ETS2 driver for April. Purdy the Parrot, Carlin, Wim55, our top ATS driver for March. All right. Let's move on. And since we're talking, or we did talk a little bit about the challenge, I am, of course, referring to the ATS All States Challenge. We do have, 4 people who have completed the challenge. And Willie's on his new game computer. Nice. First place, currently, for all the people who have completed the challenge, first place is Dr. Jones with a total of 21,921 miles logged. Second place is Oblivion with 21,171 miles logged. Third place is Red Demon 40, who's also Susan Arthur, at 18,816 miles. Bringing in fourth place is Phantom 6767 with 16,553 miles. There we are, top 4 so far. Adam, you did not know I was on. I just got on. I did post the announcement earlier today. I don't remember when exactly, but it was earlier today. But I'm glad you made it. California now. Yeah, 55 miles an hour. That's no fun. Okay, let's talk about what we're doing today. I'll show you where I am first. Well, you can probably see it on the right. Oh, by the way, before I forget, I've got my route advisor back in. Thank you to Pilot for alerting me that it had been updated. And it is now working in ATS 1.50 or 1.50. So I am, as you can probably see, in Alliance, Nebraska. So oh, by the way, yesterday while I was driving around, I found another hidden road right here in Sydney. Excuse me. I stumbled across this accidentally, and it's just a short little road. There's nothing on it. Just stuff to see, or scenery. So we're here at this truck stop, and we're going to go pick up a load at Johnson and Smith. I should tell you, I have 2 cities left for the event, for the Nebraska event, and they are Alliance, and I think the other one is Omaha. Even though I've been in and out of Omaha several times, I think I didn't take a load that was long enough or something. I'm not sure. Anyway, so the load that I have booked is going to Omaha. But before we do anything else, or before we go get the load, I'm going to go up here to this viewpoint and check that out. So let's go do that, and then we'll go get the load. Hey. Everything reset?
Nicholas is we picked up in Omaha when I was in the convoy. I think you got Sydney left too.
No, not Sydney. Because I took a load from Sydney yesterday. Sydney to McCook. Not on the live stream though.
Thirsty is wondering if you're doing Sunday Fun Day tomorrow.
Nope. Oops, this isn't the right place. It's down one more block. No, I am not doing Sunday Fun Day convoys anymore. At least, I mean, I'll be doing some live streams periodically on Sundays. Tomorrow we've got a convoy in the Discord scheduled. I actually don't even remember what game it is.
Enoch Cowboy asks, how do you like Nebraska versus Kansas?
Well, that's kind of tough because they both are awesome. But I'm really enjoying all the things we're finding here. Like this. It is car hinge. If you've been watching the SES teaser videos, you've probably seen this, or at least seen hints of it. Really? This what we're gonna do? R-hinge.
Country Bumpkin asked, what bobblehead is that?
We're talking about the one on my dash?
Probably.
That is from the Farm Equipment Pack DLC. This is kind of impressive. You know, just the fact, I mean, in real life, someone did this. Well, get on it, Adam. You talking about that bobblehead there? Yeah, that's from the Farm Equipment Pack DLC that came out with Kansas. Let's see. Looks like I'm missing a couple of things. Peanut Cowboy. Oh, you already got that one.
Lily and Pilot are discussing a problem Willie's having with Discord.
Yep.
Nicholas says, sounds and seems like something straight out of the movie Cars.
Yeah. She is exploring Nebraska. Oh, okay, so Pugwash is reminding me that we're doing the ATS exploring Nebraska on Sunday, doing what you're doing now. I hope hidden roads and stuff if we can. Let's see. The app, not sure. So will it? Well, I don't know what we can do about that, Willie. But you do need to make sure you're using the app. But it doesn't sound like that's the problem. It sounds like a configuration issue. Okay, good deal. Country Bumpkin Simulation. So all you got to do is when you go into a shop or a garage or whatever, you configure your truck. You look for this goes on the dash. So you click on that point on the dash, and then you go into the list of things you can put there. There's also something you can put on the seat and in the back. In fact, there it is in the back. That's the autonomous tractor stuffed toy. Plushie, I think they call it.
Says it would be nice to see Truck-henge in ATS. Doesn't know if it's possible though.
Is that a real thing?
I don't know. And then Nicholas says, or BTT henge.
Hey, GPS says go left. I'm gonna go right, because I'm a contrarian today. Also, remember, you don't always have to go the way your GPS says. You're in control.
Lobo says, if you've been to Lincoln, Nebraska, you should have the mammoth now too.
Lincoln, Nebraska? I've been there. I don't know about the mammoth. What is that a plush toy? Or a thing to go see? I mean, I've been to Lincoln, I've been through Lincoln, I haven't paid much attention in Lincoln. Okay, so
He said yes.
To which? So this is another hidden road. And it goes right to our shipper. And there is our trailer.
Adam says, how convenient.
It was pretty convenient. And it had nothing to do with why I chose a load here. I chose a load here because I wanted to go to Omaha, and it just happened to be here. There were 4 loads out of this area going to Omaha, and this is the one that made the most sense to me. Okay, a compactor. Cool.
Country Bumpkin says, I'm such a nerd, I just looked to see how much a mammoth plushie is on Amazon.
All right, let's take a look at our route. Wow, that's a lot of turns and such. But let's see. Let's take a look at the overall thing. Fact is, I want to go on Highway 2. Because there's a viewpoint here. And there was another reason I can't think of. Not going to hit that. But we'll just come down this way. That. But what did that do for our distance? 468 or 440. So it's actually shorter. But I don't care that it's shorter. What?
No, it's longer. Didn't you say the other way was 440?
No, this way is 440. The planned route is 468.
Oh.
This way is 440. So hopefully this won't be a problem for this oversized load. Articulated trailer. But there's a couple of things, like I said, I want to hit this, whatever that is. And there is a viewpoint here. So let me cue that up. I even thought about going this way. But not with this big trailer. I'm not gonna do all that. Okay, let's get going. Time's a wasting.
Nate's the driver and Ken Beard are here.
Hey guys. Thanks for making it.
Country Bumpkin said, yes, hit the back roads. Adam
I like trains.
asked, was that Nebraska 20 or 30?
Nebraska 2.
And he also said Omaha is a cool and underrated city to visit. Avoid C9 says hi.
Howdy. That's an interesting name. So this load is 35,000 pounds. It's not particularly heavy. It's just ungainly, oversized.
Igor says that load might be fun on those back roads.
Could be.
Avoid just saw that Nebraska is out.
Well, man, where you been? It's been out for 3 days. No, 2 days. Sorry. Thursday. It came out Thursday.
Matthew Walter must have been late. He's asking if you're doing the live stream tomorrow.
No.
Adam says, I think...
If you'd like the longer answer, you can rewind about 10 minutes. Hey, Thor.
Thor is here. I put some tea on for you. Adam says, I think Nebraska 30 goes to the Omaha area. Do not know if it's faster in a straight line.
Well, let's take a look at that. I'm pretty sure it's not Nebraska 30. Rather, U.S. Highway 30, which goes all the way across the country. Western end of U.S. Highway 30 is in Oregon. The eastern end, I'm not sure where it is. Somewhere on the East Coast. Yeah, but anyway, it's not Nebraska. If it was a Nebraska highway, the icon would look like this one, 92 or 2. That's the Nebraska highway sign or symbol. U.S. highways are a shield, white shield with black numbers. Interstate freeway signs are red, white, and blue shields. Okay.
Like the flippy thing over there.
Oh. Oh. Oh, jeez. Thanks, Willie. We're scared of me, Jesus out of me. Antioch potash plant ruins. Okay, don't know why that's a thing. But we'll get a picture of it, so that must be also.
Revoid lives near a 30 in Pennsylvania.
Okay, well, it probably runs through 30. So Antioch, potash boom town. For a few years, the Antioch vicinity was one of the most important potash-producing regions in the nation. Antioch grew from a small village to a town of about 2,000. When the First World War broke out, the United States was cut off from European sources of potash. 2 graduates of Nebraska University developed a method of separating potash from alkaline lakes. Large-scale production began in 1916. By the spring of 1918, 5 plants were in operation in this vicinity. Last Antioch plant closed in 1921. Today, the ruins of reduction plants and pumping stations bear mute testimony to a major potash-producing center. Who knows what potash is used for? And why was it important?
Thank you, Willie. He says he bought both of us a coffee.
Oh, nice. Thanks, Willie. I like coffee. Look at these rolling hills.
Pumpkin and Travoy will save fertilizer. Nicholas says, so you can go on the pot?
On Ash Wednesday?
Adam says, what is ash used for pottery? This isn't Jeopardy.
Yeah.
Okay, Thor with a technical definition. Potash is the common name given to a group of minerals and chemicals that contain potassium, chemical symbol K, which is a basic nutrient for plants and an important ingredient in fertilizer.
There's the answer.
Dustin D says fire ash can be used to make soap.
That's right.
Nicholas said, well, there's the Google answer, I guess.
That was close. I was gawking at that side road, looking to see if maybe it was a hidden road.
Or says, you know that Google is my friend.
A truck stop out here in the middle of nowhere.
Lily says, or lye, also used to make soap. Deepak is here, says, hey everyone, hope everyone is having a good weekend so far.
Hey Deepak, welcome to the stream.
Adam says that hot ash is some kind of hot chemical.
Now there's something I didn't expect to see here, a fighter jet in the middle of Nebraska. Cows. You're more likely to see a cow than a fighter jet in Nebraska.
Fighter jet means a U.S. base is nearby.
But there isn't, as far as I know. I mean, there's one up in South Dakota, near Rapid City, but that's a bomber base.
Country Bumpkin jokes that I remember as a kid, my uncles would leave potash in the ashtrays. Oh, there you go. Pugmar says, Pilot Bro, check it out, the DLC.
What?
The fighter? fighter jet is Pilot Bro checking out the DLC.
Oh, I got it now. Don't pull out in front of me. I'm a little slow some days. Okay, every day.
You said it, not us.
It seems to me that I've been at this interchange in real life trucking. Ooh, a train. Dragon.
Adam says, race a train, race a train, do not race a train.
We've got a viewpoint coming up. I gotta slow down.
Nicholas says, lots of distractions today. Kohler is here.
Hey, Toller.
And Thor says, these days we have fighter jets flying over every day because of you know who. Solar says, sorry I'm late.
Well, it happens. Okay, Scott Lookout Tower. Okay. Where is it? Oh, I got some shout outs to do. Way over there? Oops. Hey. Brakes didn't hold. So, where is this tower? Right there.
I think you ended it prematurely, so you could restart it again if you move the truck forward again.
You think I did? I don't remember pushing any buttons. Oops.
He says, how's Grandpa Boom Boom today?
Looks like that other sign we saw. Okay, well let's try it again. See if Lurch is right.
Nicholas says, I think it ended because you rolled off the icon.
Okay. That could be it too. All right, let's try it again. I guess my brakes weren't set.
Dun dun dun, says Treasure O, watching from vacation in Montego Bay.
Oh, nice. Yes, Adam. And forwards too. What happens when you don't set the brake on an incline or a decline? Okay. Let me do some shout outs and then we'll get going back. Blah, 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 blah. I'm going to learn to talk any day now. Okay, so we're headed down here. There's nothing else to see until we get to this truck stop. Move that. I want to actually stop there. Go into that truck stop. Something there I want to show you. So I'm going to do some shout outs and then I'll tell you a little story about my truck rolling on me. Not on me. Damn near on me, though. Cody Old, JJ Man, 1982. Thor Rasmussen, our top ETS2 driver for April. Omega Sunrise, our top ATS driver for January. Ipswich, Nick. David H74, Matthew Roth, RD04 Dave, our top ATS driver for last March. Troken, Justin Burns, Douglas Williams, Coffee Buyer Douglas Williams, Country Bumpkin Simulation, JC Drives, top 8 Euro truck driver for March. Bruce A. All right, we'll do some more in a little bit. Let me see here. This is a World of Trucks load, isn't it? Yes. We're good. If I have to stop and for the night, that'll be fine. Want to make sure I clear that.
Constant D says not setting brakes on any hill will cause a runaway vehicle. Even with parking brake sign, you're supposed to angle your tires into the curb.
Well, that's true for, I mean, I learned that in driver's ed. That in my trucking experience, that's not necessarily what you do. Well, if you're parking on a decline, then yeah, actually it's not a bad idea. But I can guarantee you that if you got a lot of weight in your truck and you start moving, that curb's not going to stop you.
Yeah.
Although it will at least point you off to the side. So when I was still fairly new to trucking, in fact, it was sometime in the first year, I'm sure, I picked up a load in, pretty sure it was New York State, upstate New York. In fact, it was a load of yogurt. That was doing reefer then. And those loads are heavy, which really isn't the issue here. But I was doing a drop and hook. I dropped my empty and hooked a loaded trailer. Was hooking a loaded trailer. So I backed up and hooked to the trailer. And that was all well and good. Then I got out, put the landing gear up, hooked up the airlines and the pigtail. And then, because part of my pre-trip was to release the trailer brake, which pushes air into the trailer air system. So I wanted to be able to listen for leaks. That was a standard part of my drop and hook pre-trip process. Well, for whatever reason, I didn't set the truck brake after I hooked, and I didn't realize it. And as soon as I released the trailer brakes from the outside, I was standing outside on the step. I reached in, hit the yellow, or I'm sorry, the red button, brake release for the trailer. And as I was stepping down off the step, I could feel the whole truck start to move forward, truck and trailer. And I just barely was able to get back up on the step and hop up in the seat and stop the truck from rolling down the hill. It wasn't a steep hill, and it wouldn't have gone far, but my truck would have crashed into trailers. And it would have been really bad. So, yeah, I developed a standard practice for what I would do when I would hook a trailer. And on that day, I forgot to set my truck brakes. When I hook up a trailer, I always did a tug test. And so my truck didn't move because it was connected to the trailer. And for some reason, I just didn't make that connection to set the brake on the truck. Bad move. So when I released the trailer brakes, the whole unit started to roll down the hill. Just like you just saw my truck rolling backwards a minute ago, or a few minutes ago. So, yeah, bad.
Toller says, my instructor says he did the same thing when he first started driving.
Easy to do. If you don't develop a process that you do, basically a mental checklist, do this, then that, then that, then that, and never waver from it. I did, and that almost cost me big time.
DVD Review Dude says, what's up, man? How are you enjoying Nebraska?
Hi, welcome to the stream. I am enjoying it thoroughly. And, you know, somebody asked earlier, which do I prefer, Kansas or Nebraska? Well, I like them both. I kind of like Nebraska because it's the latest thing. I am glad we have Kansas. I'm really glad we now have Nebraska. I've actually been looking forward to Nebraska more than I have Arkansas. I drove through Nebraska as much or more than any other state than except for Wyoming. Feels like. I mean, that's probably not true, but I drove through Nebraska a lot.
Treasure asks, is this a cargo from a special cargo pack DLC?
Nope. Well, yes, actually, it's a Volvo cargo. Oh, yeah, it is. I keep forgetting that because I've had the Volvo DLC for such a long time. I forget that it's a DLC.
We're saying, I love this time of year. The sun went down some 6 hours ago and now it's on its way up again. At the moment, we get 16 hours of daylight. Country Bumpkin said you can keep that 16 hours of daylight. Dustin B says anywhere in the prairies is cool, whether the Canada side or the US side.
Yeah.
Adam asked, do trucks come with those yellow things you put in between the tires so the trucks don't go anywhere?
Nope, they don't.
I think he means chocks.
Yeah, wheel chocks. They do not. If you wanted them, you would have to buy them, but I don't know anybody who does. I mean, some people might for special reasons. Oops. Now, this is a town I came to a lot when I was doing reefer loads. I believe this is Grand Island, right? Yep, Grand Island. So I used to come in on the freeway over here, and I would drive all the way through town up here, and there was a place right here that I used to pick up loads. They were refrigerated loads, frozen loads, actually.
DVD Review says, does Nebraska seem like Nebraska and give you memories of your time there?
Absolutely.
Rashid says bricks work fine too as wheel chocks. Green light.
For cars, maybe you'd have to have the cinder blocks to work on a truck as a wheel chock, because the regular bricks are too small. I mean, unless you're on an incline, it would probably be fine. Just anything to keep you from moving. But if you're on an incline or a decline, then regular bricks are too small for that. But
Color is saying in Texas you can get fined if you don't have them if you get a Class 3 inspection by DOT.
What?
You mean
I've never heard of that. I've never heard of that.
Trying to get through some of the comments before I went back and did Willie's comment. He says, tell us another story, Boomer.
Well, I can tell you about the time that I came to this truck stop to get a trailer tire fixed. One of these days I'll show you the video of that. Nothing particular special about it, just that I happened to get a trailer tire fixed here one time. I had a trailer that had a bad tire on it. And they got a shop here in real life. It looks like they have one in the game too. And I just one of my earliest videos. Got it on my phone. All right, one of the reasons I wanted to bring you here is the two things you see off to the left is that caboose and that tank. That they are actually there in real life. Hungry Bison Smokehouse. Why do I care about that? I want to take a picture of the tank. I didn't even care about the caboose so much as the tank. Fix some light. There we go.
Color said it's something new. It was on the test I took yesterday. Texas has some special requirements for CDL holders.
Ah, never heard that.
Rashid is wondering what the next DLC is that'll come out. Is it Grease?
Arkansas. Oh. Probably Arkansas. I don't know. But Grease is the next Euro Truck DLC. So I spent a lot of time here at this truck stop. Back when I used to do reefer, I came here a lot to pick up loads at that place I was just telling you about. And, oh yeah, I was here a lot. And this is how it looked. This is the layout. And straight ahead is where the
Scandinavia.
And straight ahead is where that shop was. in real life. Oh, I do need to hit a sleep trigger. What was that? Last thing you said?
Nicholas said that more northern Scandinavia.
I don't think that's next. I'd be happy if it were, but if they go in the order in which they announced it, I think Greece is next. I think the Northern Horizon, or whatever it's called, I think that's next year. Just I'm guessing on that. Not making any predictions, I'm guessing. It's not coming out till June.
Bugler says, do they do chicken?
What? Does what do chicken? Oh, you didn't read Willie's first.
Bison is good, better than beef in some ways. Ever try a bison ribeye?
No, but I've had a bison burger. I've also had a elk burger. I have had bison. Tastes like beef, lean beef.
Cindy says elk burgers are good.
It was really lean. Let's get some rest.
And more shout outs.
More shout outs. Okay, Thomas Berger, Tazzy 291, Lee Jenkins, Doom 3. Oh, you know what? Let's look at the map. That'll stop the time on it. Oh, there's something back here to look at. How did I miss that? Well, we'll have to go back there and see what that is. That's an employment agency. We have 187 miles to go. Stobbs, Jennifer Roth, Robert Alexander, Andrew Black, Phantom 6767, our top Euro truck driver for September. Ryan, John the Bricklayer, Lee01 Mister, CJ Johns 31, Vigner Hoxton, Oblivion, our top ATS driver for February. Keith Searcy, Gordy Pitzel, Wolf Gaming, James Brandt, Oztech TV, Dr. Jones, our top Euro truck driver for February. Well, that's interesting, Toller. I've not had a bison burger since the 9th. The June at First Flight Sim Expo is the 777 release. Okay. Arnar Hoxton, Colin Percival, Noah Long, Jose Lima. I'll do some more after a bit. Let's get back to it. Let's go find out what that is in the back. And once again, this is exactly how this truck stop looks in real life. I'm impressed. As a matter of fact, I was parked right back here on the other side of this Bushnell trailer when I discovered that the trailer that I had a flat tire. I mean, it doesn't really mean anything. I'm just having the flashback is all. Okay, it looks like an employment agency. we go.
There must be an ownable garage nearby.
Do they typically go hand in hand?
I've noticed that, yeah.
I never looked. Let's see what we see. No. Oh, there's one there. On the other side of town. Yep, I've set it to slide a few times.
Elder says at least it wasn't a steer tire didn't blow out while you were driving. In my class, we watched a whole YouTube compilation of that happening.
I only had a steer tire go out on me once, and I wasn't moving very fast, thankfully. I was in a truck stop parking out. I was actually maneuvering to park. Somebody started waving at me going, "Hey, your tire's flat." I didn't feel anything. When I got out to look, it was my, I think it was my right front steer tire. Turns out, actually I did have another one go out. Again, not moving fast. It was a slow leak. Turns out I had rubbed the sidewall of the tire against something, and I didn't realize it at the time. And it broke the bead or did something, tore up the tire enough. And I drove maybe a half a mile after doing that. Oops. Before the tire became flat. Another time I got a flat steer tire was near Tacoma in Washington. I was going to a shipper and I had to pass through a little construction area where the city or contractor or whatever had torn up the road. I didn't know that. I knew that I had gone through the area. I didn't know that meant I was going to pick up a roofing nail or something. It wasn't a roofing nail. It was a nail because it had to be over a ½ inch long to go through my tread. Anyway, punctured my tread, and when I had pulled up, like, again, within a half mile, probably a quarter mile of that little construction zone, when I pulled up to the security shack, I was interacting with the guard, and she said, "Hey, I think your tire's going flat." Well, I got out and looked, and sure enough, it was going flat. So since it wasn't flat yet, I went ahead and she let me in. I dropped the trailer and left, pulled out to the shack again, and drove across the street to a place where I could just park while I waited for a service truck. I was really angry because it was a new tire, a fairly new tire. I had nothing but tire issues for the last couple of years out on the road.
Ryan says, "Hey."
Hey.
Country Bumpkin says they still need to make it where your truck gets dirty. Then you can stop at a streak and beacon.
Well, there was one back there at that truck stop that we drove right by it, and you can drive in there, and I'm seeing more and more of those, and I'll bet they're gonna do that. Where you actually go to the blue beacon or whatever truck wash, and wash your truck. So I bet they're building that into the maps now. I noticed that. I don't know if it was with Texas or Oklahoma when those DLCs came out. So it was probably a map or a game version that they introduced it.
Or says, well, that's good. The ones we watched were people jumping curbs or hitting potholes super fast. Worst part about a bad steer tire is you have to replace both of them.
I didn't have to, because they were new, relatively new. The first situation that I described to you guys, I was still in a company truck, and they didn't replace both. When it happened to me in my truck, I didn't replace both because, again, the left one was pretty new. And I was really angry that it happened because, like I said, they were both fairly new. And a steer tire is not repairable. You just have to replace it. And that's a regulation by DOT. If you have a nail or something, well, in this case, the nail was too close to the sidewall. Maybe they could have, I don't know, but DOT has a lot of more stringent regulations for steer tires because it's really bad when one of those goes out, as Toller can probably attest to from the videos that he's watched. Yeah, you lose maneuverability if you lose a steer tire. You can also lose the rim, because all of a sudden all that weight is on the rim. I was lucky in both cases it didn't tear up my rim because I wasn't moving very fast.
Adam is wondering, do trucks carry spares or is there no room on the truck?
Some company trucks carry spare tires like on the back of the cab or near the back of the cab for their company trucks. I did not carry a spare because you can just get one delivered and installed on the side of the road if you have to. Some company trailers have spare tires slung underneath. What bigger companies do is when they have drive tires from the truck, when they get down to the point that they no longer have enough tread to be legal, they are able to reuse them for trailers, and a lot of times they put those on sling them underneath the trailer, and basically the thought is they'll run out the remaining tread thickness as a trailer tire. It's a common practice, but you can't do that with steer tires. I mean, you can't once you get down to a certain point. Actually, I think you can use steer tires on trailers, now that I think about it.
Nor said, I've been lucky, never had a tire blow. Also never drove much more than 10,000 kilometers per set.
10,000? Wow, you ought to be able to get like a 350,000 or more miles.
Then he adds, we didn't have spare tires. If we needed, we had a company that came and changed the tires wherever we were. They came within 24 hours.
Yeah, that's the way it is in the U.S. My nephew did that for a time, and generally speaking, they can be on site depending on how busy they are. They can be on site within 1 to 6 hours. I've waited longer.
FG Mike B says hello.
Hey, Mike.
Adam says, does more weight wear down a truck tire in general?
Not really. Nope. I mean, maybe it does. But it's about miles. I guess we'll stay in this lane. Well, this is Omaha. Pretty sure.
Ryan is saying that 1.50 broke his shortcuts.
Shortcuts?
Probably the desktop shortcuts.
Oh. Shouldn't. I still use the same ones. Who was that?
Me too. Ryan.
Well, Ryan's been having trouble. He had to reinstall the game.
Willie says, Boomer, stop and get me some steaks.
You got it. So I think we need to be in that lane. Man.
Adam says, let me know if you see the skyline and the Missouri River.
Well, there's a bridge. So it should be off to our right, and there is a bridge.
Right, as the reinstall did not work.
I know you're having a problem with your OneDrive, and you hopefully uninstalled or disabled that completely. You just got to make sure that when you reinstall the game, it reinstalls to your local drive. Ooh.
Hey, you should be able to specify within Steam where it installs.
Yeah, you can. Elliot Hallisey, Pancake Man, Outback Jack. Live Hughes, Jesse 2670. Gamer Girl, I am hoping that this is going to be, when I make this delivery, I hope that I am done with this event. And then I can get back to the Switzerland Trade Connections event. Ulysses S. Grant, Greg Ulray, and welcome to the stream, by the way. Matthew Wolter, Manny Oy, FTG Mike B, Gorhita Rusu, Wyacorn, Tyler Thompson, Mr. Jacob Morales, Florm, Vernon Bunch, Bongani Nisi, Donald William, Untamed Eagle, Big T 5280, Big Toe Magoo,
Gamer Girl was wondering what part of Nebraska was that tank in.
What part of Nebraska was what? Oh, that tank. That is Grand Island, right in front of the truck stop. I don't know.
It's halfway complete with Cruising Nebraska.
welcome to the stream, by the way. Okay. Really, I'm not going into that gate.
Says we have a show and shine of American cars in town. They have a route in town that they drive for 2 hours every day this weekend. Love it.
Yeah, I bet that's cool. See me exaggerating my turns? That's in order to get everything to clear. All right, let's see if this completes. Hey, Jeremy. No, I still have one more to go. Where could it be?
Yeah, like Thor says, swing by it. It's a trailer.
Yeah.
I
guess I could try going to getting
Nicholas
something
says,
out of
check
Lincoln.
your log.
I checked my log. Well, I've got it pulled up here just in case. By the way, how many miles did I get for that? 446. Okay. Looking at my log. On World of Trucks. So, here's the cities I've delivered to. Omaha to Grand Island, but that may have been during the early release, early access. No, that's not right. I drove from.
Started in Cheyenne, didn't you?
Started in Cheyenne. I didn't even see that. And I think that was several days ago. Did that not register? So, Omaha to Grand Island, 157 miles. Lincoln to North Platte.
Rashid says you must have just discovered a city without taking a load to or from it.
No, I mean, that's typically what that is, but that's why I started in Alliance. Wait, have I not been to Sydney yet? I thought I was. Anyway, Omaha to Grand Island, Lincoln, North Platte, Lincoln to Norfolk, Norfolk to Valentine, Valentine to Chadron, Chadron to Scotts Bluff, Scotts Bluff to McCook, Norfolk to Sydney, Sydney to Cheyenne. That one didn't count. 97 miles. But I took one from Norfolk to Sydney. And now Alliance to Omaha. What have I missed? Columbus. That's got to be it. Okay. Columbus. That's what I got to do.
Color says we delivered to it in a convoy, but he never did a load to it.
What does that mean? Either I did or didn't. Wasn't I in the convoy? Isn't that one of the ones we did from a grain place? Well, anyway, I don't remember seeing Columbus on there. Checking again. That's it, Columbus. Good idea, Susan. That's what I should have done. Discovered it. Okay. Wait, we went to Farmer's Barn. We delivered or picked up in Farmer's Barn, I thought. Because look, it's discovered. Or I did it. But I don't see it in my log. Gotta be it, Columbus. Okay. Well, I'm going to Columbus.
Going directly there is going to be long enough.
Doesn't matter. I'll take a load from there and go long enough. I don't have a load there on my in my log on World of Trucks.
Color says if we did a load from it, it must not have qualified.
Yeah, but it's not even on my list.
Nicholas says it is. It's in your logbook.
How can you see my logbook on World of Trucks?
Probably he's looking at no, he's looking at TrucksBook.
Yeah. So something happened, it didn't register. Let me look at it again. Okay. Anything I did before the DLC came out won't count. So that was 3 days ago. So Omaha, Grand Island, Lincoln, North Platte, Lincoln to Norfolk, Norfolk to Valentine, Valentine to Shadron, Shadron to Scottsbluff, Scottsbluff to McCook, Norfolk to Sydney, that's 10. Sydney to Cheyenne, that doesn't count. Alliance to Omaha. Alliance was number 11. I don't have Columbus on here. Looking in my logbook on TrucksBook now. Aha! Omaha to Columbus. Doesn't count though. It was 109 miles, but it was on May 13th, before the DLC was released. I did that during the early access video.
Oh yeah,
that's why I did deliver. Doesn't count. So I don't know why it's not showing up in my World of Trucks logbook. Oh, because it's a different thing. Right. Alrighty. Mystery solved. Columbus, here we are. Let's look for a load. Need to do 100 miles. Let's do external contracts. See if we got anything. What is this? Norfolk back to Columbus? Only 30 miles. Columbus and Norfolk, the same load. I haven't done a recreational vehicle load yet. That looks fun.
Don't they have to be certain length?
100 miles. That's why I'm not doing it. Oop, there's 100 miles. 104. Just look some more here. I'm wondering if there's any rain things. Well, let's just get it done. Picking up at whatever that place is. What about Lincoln? 42. Oh, I want to go to this place anyway. That's the rail yard. Good question, gamer girl. I think it was. It doesn't matter. It was before the event started. I had early access. Yeah, every load that I've done in Nebraska has been a World of Trucks load. Every one of them. Okay, booking this. Laureen. Nick, that's because you don't own them. If you didn't buy them, you don't own them. They will not be recognized. If you got them for free from somewhere, you pirated it. Well, you got them from a place that pirated them. So my advice is delete all those files, buy the DLCs. It's software piracy because they are not free.
Might have some viruses or something with it.
Very good point. Most likely they've got viruses. Where am I going? I don't even know.
To pick up a load?
Thank you. Okay, it wants me to go here, and this is why you don't blindly follow your GPS. It wants me to go here, turn around, come back, go there. Not doing that.
It thinks it's a divided road. You cannot cross from one way to the other.
Yeah, it's because I'm facing west. Yeah, Nick, I would delete those files and then scan your computer for viruses.
says, haven't gotten any viruses yet so far.
Play with fire, you're gonna get burned. Anyway, as you already pointed out, they're not going to work. They're not going to be recognized by Steam because you didn't get them there. Not just because you didn't get them there, but because, I mean, anyway, it's a problem. So I don't remember, but I apparently went that way before.
Outbro says, all the DLCs are currently on sale through Steam at very low prices. You may want to look into them.
Yep, everything's on sale. The game is on sale. The DLCs are on sale. Best thing to do is to get the bundles or look at the bundles. Even if you have parts of the bundle, what I'm hearing is you get a better price.
The DLC itself was on sale for 10 something, but as part of the bundle, I got it for like $9.19.
There you go.
Polar did the same thing.
You know, the folks at SES work really hard on all these things. And they have to get paid too.
Country Bumpkin says, I picked up 3 DLCs plus the new map and the new map plus 2 others and only spent $16.
That's a heck of a deal. Yeah, I think I've gotten almost everything on sale at various times.
Polar says even full price, it wasn't that much.
Yeah. Yeah, what, 12 bucks US?
$11.99, yeah. Polar says I would never cheat SCS for a few bucks. They deserve every penny.
Yeah, they sure do.
Pilot Bro also threw in the sports skins, and it was like $11 total. Says, I fully understand that these large publishing companies have gotten greedy with $70 games, but SCS is a small studio that self-publishes. They still have a fair price for the game.
That is a very good point. Let's see, where are we going? Oh yeah, the rail yard in Omaha.
I think it's a good point too, pilot. He says, now we should stop beating up on Nick.
Yep. You know, I can't get over this scenery, this terrain. There's no mountains. You know, Nebraska has hills, not mountains, but it's beautiful. And all of this flat used to be prairie. Now it's farmland. It's just beautiful. And SCS has done a bang-up job of recreating it. I really like this DLC.
Of course, it is again, Boomer. They did it again.
They did. I am quite satisfied. They'll have to do something really awesome in Arkansas to top Nebraska, in my opinion. Now, I know some of the awesomeness that they're going to do has more to do with the overall gameplay. You know, the next version or a couple versions down the road. It's only going to get better.
Says they are doing an awesome job on the map DLCs, but they're slacking on their new trucks.
Yeah, that's true. I think you missed a comment.
Gamer Girl says, in Australia, the Great Plains bundle, which includes Nebraska, Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas, Wyoming, Montana, Colorado, and New Mexico, 8 DLCs for only $17. I only needed Nebraska and paid only $13.
See, that's awesome. And that's Australian dollars, so it's not the same as US. I don't know what the exchange rate is exactly, but because when you're paying 13 Australian, that's probably less than 11 US, I'm guessing. I could look it up, but not while I'm driving.
Sound Fixes says, I like that they added dynamic loading and unloading features too.
Yes, I really like that. I'm looking forward to that being expanded. Forklifts and all kinds of things. You know, loading docks. Can you imagine watching them? No, not this. But that last thing that I had. Can you imagine going there with your own trailer and watching an animation of that roller being added or, you know, installed or whatever, loaded onto your articulated trailer?
Plunkett says logging dynamic loading would be awesome.
Yeah.
Nor says, I think that the trucks is a question of licenses.
I don't know about that because they've already got, I would imagine, the licensing that they need for all the major brands. I mean, I'm disappointed in the T680 Next Gen. It's a great looking truck, but as far as options go, there's just not. I think they really rushed that one out the door. And and I believe that they'll get that sorted out in time, but it just wasn't up to what we expect from SCS.
Adam says, can you see the Missouri River ahead?
I don't know. We'll see.
Wolf
Hope
is
so.
here.
Hey, Wolf. That looks like the Missouri River.
Now, Wolf says that T680 Next Gen was rushed to get it out during the 100th anniversary of Kenworth.
Yeah. That looks like the Missouri River, but now that's a neat trick to be able to do that. So there's downtown Omaha. And this is downriver of that. Welcome to Iowa. I can say I was first into Iowa. So there's a rail yard. Yeah, so Council Bluffs, Iowa will be up ahead. We can't see it from here, though. That takes some finger timing right there.
Fixes says, when you pause the game, it stops loading of scenery, I think.
Well, that's off the map to the right. But, yeah. I think you're right. Supposed to stop?
Wolf hasn't even had a chance to open the game since the convoy the other night.
Been working a lot, have you? Gonna go around and back in. Yeah, I don't think I pulled up far enough. A little bit of stuttering.
Tom says, just like Kansas City, once Missouri River is crossed, the next state is Missouri.
Except this far north, it's Iowa. Yeah, right across the river, a little bit north, right across the river from Omaha is Council Bluffs, Iowa. Iowa goes away south of here before it becomes Missouri. Very quick. Oh, that was it.
Said, I saw that Tonopah, Nevada, was also touched on from the California rework phase 3.
Really? Look at that. Tonopah. Look at that. Yeah, all of the roads I discovered there coming into Tonopah are no longer. Now, I don't know if I maybe did or did not go this way. I'm sure I have. This is my convoy profile, so pretty sure I've been all the way up 395. Probably this way too. So I did not know that. What did they announce it? I wish they would fix it so that 95 continues up this way and connects with US 50. Wish they would do that. Maybe someday they will. Here's something else too. Here's a couple of gray spots that were not gray before. And I've been back and forth through here many times. Wow, Thorpe. All right, let me go back into the dashboard, and I have completed Cruising Nebraska. Personal goal completed. Yay! That was my goal for today, or for this live stream, was to complete that. I don't know where I'm going. just driving. I guess I may as well just stop and park it. I don't want to get wrapped up in doing any next things because it's time to wrap up things, and I got some shout outs to do. So let's do those shout outs. Miles Dutton, Big Dog Gaming, E, Aji Chi, The Gigliottis, Peanut Cowboy, Versace is back, End Zone 71, Hunter Toller, our top ATS driver for April, Ayrton Guverson, Adrian M, Tom Freer, Jacques Oliver, Ratty XX11 RCE, Joey, Wisemind Facts, Vix Gaming, Heraclitus Resend. I hope. Oliver. That is all of the shout outs. So let's take another look at the map. There's still a lot of Nebraska I haven't done yet. Let me take a look and see how much. 51%. So I have done a lot in this profile. I still have more hidden roads to discover. I still have other things to see. As a matter of fact, the rail yard in North Platte, I want to get to that. Maybe tomorrow during our convoy in the Discord, maybe we'll get to see that. And then this whole road network here to the south, I have yet to be on except to drive into McCook. There's a viewpoint over here. And here you can see, this is what I was going to show you earlier. This is Missouri here. You can see where we are is still Iowa across the river. And one of the one of the truck stops I used to enjoy stopping at was across the river from this viewpoint, and out on the freeway, Interstate 29. Because they had gizzards. I just love chicken gizzards, so I would stop there and get gizzards when I could. I'm a sucker for chicken gizzards. Yeah.
You're a sucker for anything chicken.
That's right. Just about anything chicken. So as you can see, I got to get back out to California. So maybe this coming week we'll do that. We'll see what happens. Tomorrow I am not live streaming. We have, as I said, a convoy that we're doing in the Discord. So I don't even know who all's doing that. And yeah. Let's see. When do you think that they'll add the Dakotas? It's interesting to me that they have been doing work on southern states farther east, like Arkansas, instead of going east to west. Yeah, me too. So Arkansas is next, followed by Missouri. I'm guessing Iowa will be after that, or Louisiana. They have not announced either of those last two states. I want the Dakotas. Even though there's not much going on, it's like Nebraska, just flat, except in southwest South Dakota, because that's where the Black Hills are, Mount Rushmore. That'd be cool. But yeah, there's like one major interstate that drives along here in North Dakota, and there's another one in South Dakota, and then there's just some roads. It's like Nebraska. So hopefully they will do that soon. Yeah, I really want the Dakotas. Sound fixes. It wasn't mentioned in the change notes, but that's cool. They did that. I lost track of what that was. Oh, Tonopah. Yeah, I was going to ask you, was that in the notes? Because I don't remember seeing it. Oh, okay, not in the notes. Thanks, Toller. So what is next? I don't know. Maybe California. I got to get out to do back to Euro Truck to do the Switzerland thing, the event. I have 3 of the. Looking. I have 3 of the 10. Ooh, Cruising Nebraska. You can't see this, but I'm looking at. I got my achievement unlocked. I get to go grab that. So yeah, I still got 7 more loads to run into or out of Switzerland. Let me redeem this mighty mammoth paint job. I'm never going to use it. But I'll have it. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do this coming week. I'm going to have some ideas. So, how far east can you go on the map? Texarkana. So yeah, Beaumont, Texarkana, Pittsburgh, Kansas City, Omaha. Those are the easternmost cities. Going east following Route 66? Well, but Route 66 goes into Missouri. It doesn't even hit Arkansas. So it goes across Missouri to St. Louis. Like basically from Tulsa, and then Joplin is right here in the southwest corner. Goes up to St. Louis and then curves up to Chicago. That's Route 66. So Illinois, I'd be okay with Illinois. I like Illinois. Nice and flat, farmland, lots of corn. Adam says there's a rest area on the other side of Omaha. There's a truck dealer there too. Not sure what you mean by the other side of Omaha, unless you mean over here. So there's a truck dealer here and rest. So if you quick travel, you'll actually, I think you'll land here. So Will says, I suspect Iowa and Illinois will be the next two already in progress. Could be. I would be fine with that. I like Iowa more than I like Illinois or Louisiana. And Illinois has a lot of farmland there. It's very flat. No, Wolf, I have not redeemed the plushie yet. And yes, Missouri and Illinois are the only two states left to finish Route 66. That is correct. You think they'll ever add Alaska and Hawaii? Well, I don't know about Hawaii, but I gotta believe at some point they'll do Alaska. I mean, there is the Alaska mod map. Not cheap. Well, it's cheap, but it's not as cheap as DLCs. It's $20 for Alaska, and you almost certainly have seen me drive there. But you need connector roads. So I think SCS would either need to do the ferry up to Alaska, or they would need to do Canada, parts of Canada, like what ProMods has been doing. Well, Adam, I think that's because you've got coast to coast, I'm guessing. And how long to get to New York? Hopefully before you need another new computer. It's a long way to New York. A lot of states. I love the Midwest, though. Trucking. Scenery wise, I prefer the western states. Just driving on flatland, Midwest. Okay. So Adam, you don't have that. Okay, so you must have something else, I'm guessing. All right, I need to wrap it up. We're already running 2 hours. The credits roll is up to date from yesterday, and it's got new music. So stick around for that. Thanks everyone for riding along with me today, and we'll be back very soon. Thanks.